Good morning, sir. My name is Timothy Thomas George, registration number 20 BCE 1278. The topic of my presentation is normal forms of context-free grammar, and the two normal forms that I am going to talk about are Chomsky normal form and Greibach normal form. The contents of this presentation: first we'll be looking at the people behind these two theories, and then we'll be looking at the rules of CNF and GNF. And finally, we're going to see the significance and their applications. So first one is the Chomsky normal form. The Chomsky normal form was given by an American professor by the name of Noam Chomsky. He is currently the professor emeritus at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and he is a very famous person. He's even known as the father of modern linguistics. Apart from the Chomsky normal form, he is known for the Chomsky hierarchy, which also we have to learn, and the universal grammar theory, generative grammar theory, and the minimalistic program. The second normal form is the Greibach normal form, which is given by a person called Sheila Greibach. She is an emeritus professor at the University of California at Los Angeles, UCLA. And apart from the Greibach normal form, she is also known for her work in W grammar's pushdown automator and decidability problems. Now we're going to look at the rules of CNF and GNF. Chomsky normal form. If we have a context-free grammar and its productions, how do we know whether it is of the Chomsky normal form? The rules are: productions need to be of the form. First, S tends to capital N, capital N. These are two non-terminals. Then second way that it can be is S tends to A, where A is a terminal. And the last one is S tends to epsilon. So now that we can see these productions, let's work out some exercises. Is this in Chomsky normal form? So we can see that S tends to AB, which is in CNF, but small a capital B is not in the Chomsky normal form. And so this production is not in CNF. Let's look at this example. S tends to small a, yes, small b, small c, capital D, capital D. This is all in CNF. That means the production is valid. It is in Chomsky normal form. Another example, S tends to small a, small b, and epsilon. Epsilon is part of the CNF, we know, but what about the other part? Three non-terminals, this is not in the Chomsky normal form. Okay, now let's move to the Greibach normal form, the GNF. For a context-free grammar to be in Greibach normal form, its productions have to be of the form. First, S tends to small a, capital N. For how many times? How many ever times? It can be one, it can be not, it can be many, it can be nothing also. So S tends to just simply a terminal, or S tends to epsilon. Now same way, let's work out some examples. Is this in Greibach normal form? Now the first, S tends to small a, capital B, yes, that is definitely. But the second part, capital N, that is not in GNF. And so this is not Greibach normal form. The next example, S tends to small a, yeah, small b, yes, small c, yes, and also small d, capital D. This is all in Greibach normal form, so this is correct. Next example, S tends to small a, small b, and epsilon. Again, epsilon is valid, but three non-terminals, three terminals, this is not in GNF. So because of that, not in Greibach normal form. Now we're going to look at the significance and application of CNF and GNF. So CNF, the Chomsky normal form, tells us that every grammar that is written in context-free, in Chomsky normal form, is context-free, and also the vice versa. If you have a context-free grammar, it can be converted into a into Chomsky normal form. And also, when we are converting into Chomsky normal form, the size of the equivalent grammar will at most be the square of the original grammar size. And application. So where do we use CNF today? It's used as a pre-processing step in the CYK, Cox, Younger, and Kasami. This algorithm, the Chomsky normal form simplification, is done before we apply the CYK algorithm, and it is also used for bottom-up parsing. We will see this parsing again when we talk about the applications of GNF. Now we're going to talk about the significance of GNF. Any context-free grammar that we have can be converted into a equivalent GNF. And given a grammar in GNF, in CNF we had seen about bottom-up parser, but in GNF, when you have a top-down parser with a grammar in GNF, it will halt at a depth n. That is given. That is what we can prove with the Greibach normal form. And finally, the application of GNF is in NPDA making. So every CFG, context-free grammar, can be expected by an NPDA. Thank you.